I'm Roy Anto. I'm from Tamil Nadu, near Pondicherry. It's Neyveli. So I did my schooling from Neyveli, and then I went to Laila College, Chennai, where I learned physics there. Then I switched to anthropology. I went to University of Hyderabad. Then I came to UFP. Yeah. So during my second semester, one of my professor posted in WhatsApp group that there is this fellowship. So I thought it was interesting. Then I thought I will apply. Then later I applied and I got into that. It's basically my professor who posted this. We had this anthropology of complex societies in our first semester. So it's about studying a complex society which is basically urban. So while we are studying, we studied about migration and how caste works in urban, and how what are the different concepts that is working in urban. So it seems interesting. Then the fellowship name urban fellowship program, and I thought that this is a interdisciplinary program. So I thought I can learn other disciplines, how I can learn their language. So I came. So I thought before joining AFP, I was about to do PhD. So passed my PhD so that I will learn research methodology more. So I came basically to increase my knowledge on research methodology. But later, going through the website, I saw there were different disciplines there. So I thought I can learn legal part more after coming to AFP. So basically, it's more into research methodology, scrutinizing my research methodology. Yeah, quite a bit, because it's one of the discipline is sociology, social sciences, and much here they are focused much on social sciences, grabbing all the disciplines. So I thought like with having sciences as my core, I should grab other disciplines to fit into mine while I am studying. So in that way it aligned. It's a different kind of experience for me, because university is different, college is different. Loyola College is so different from university. I know that university is quite a bit political and also academic, more academic into this. So while coming into AFP, I thought I didn't have any idea about how it will be like. Then I asked the previous fellow batch mates, so they told it will be nice. Then I came here for first few days. It was like where I am, because new to Bangalore, it's first time, and also new to people, different kinds of people, and meeting them, and how I will engage with them. Then slowly it was like everything's set up, and then I started going out with people, and it's more about UFE is more about this diversity. I learned how to engage with people, how to have a conversation with people, because the outer world is different from what is happening in this cohort, but these people are also there. But when we meet these people, how we will engage with them, and those are the experience I have here with different people, different kinds of people here. Basically practica is the first thing, because where we sit in group, and we had a lawyer and architect and a political scientist. So it was like more into learning their skills. I've never went through different case laws or judiciary things while I am doing research. It's more like textbook reading, secondary literature, where particularly with that topic. So while doing in practica, these are the secondary literature I can go and search for. So in that way, these skills were there. And during these architecture, people taught me how to present. Basically, architectures are full concentrated with presentation. If the colors are not matched, so I learned about how to present properly and what are the different softwares they are doing. And data skill also we did. This data we learned. It's so simple then, because we learned used to sit and analyze all these data, but now it's like coding. So in that way it was quite a bit helpful. So in UFP I learned different kind of protest, which is I was not aware of. So before I came to know, I used to do is protest, which we go into and protesting in streets. After coming to AFP, I learned there is this different language of protest where you can go and fight in administrations, fight in institutions. This protest is something I learned in AFP, which will be the takeaway thing from UFP, nothing more than that. So course structure here is so different from other course structures, because suddenly they put into some commons where we learn different kind of disciplines. I was like in some architecture classes, I was like what is happening here, and in some ecology class, it's not it was so different. It was like, but they gave us this aware that you will be lost, something kind of thing. But still, it was like what I am doing, what I am learning from here. So commons was like that. I didn't grabbed much from the commons. Basically, it was like my discipline which helped me through the commons. Later, practica was something that helped me to put through all the commons where I can, oh, this we learned in common something. It's like that. Practica helped us to fit certain things, but it was not well balanced. But there are some things I could learn from practica. And then electives is something that helped. It was more into engagement, but still, since it's a 9 months course, and there isn't much time to dig deeper into any topics. If you're learning about any specific topic, it's like touching upon the layers. And also it's like I feel something they are showing that there these are the different things that are there. Once you go out of the real world and you are working in any places, you know where to look. If something they ask about GSL, I know where to look and how to do. Basically, I don't have much deeper engagement with that specific topic. I know where to go and look. So in that way, it is helpful. I'm an anthropologist and I know how field visits are much important to learn more about the place. Because what I felt while doing anthropology is, and also I haven't had much understanding about the policies and how it is working. But I had this conflict of whatever is happening in the place, it is not translated into policies. And why it is not translated is I couldn't find, because when I see certain fisher folks in Kanyakumari or any other district in my district, what they feel is it's not been translated into what is happening in upper level. Why it is like, because they are not coming into field and they are not putting themselves into the place and learning. It is they have their own rationalities and they thought that these people want this, but we don't want this. The one thing I liked before joining UFP is, which I forgot to mention, is the internship that they are offering. Because in university, it's like we won't get to know about how it will be to work in certain space where you learn for this many years. Like if I'm doing anthropology, there is no specific thing to put us there where you will work. Because we had field visit, but due to COVID, it doesn't happen. In physics also, it was like that. But here, they are putting into different organizations and uh, making our interest area, helping our interest area to put into certain organization where we go and work. It will be really helpful to know whatever we have learned and how it is happening here. So projects is, I worked with off-grid infrastructure. It's restructuring cities. So it's also happened during this COVID thing that happened in UFP. But still, we went for field visits like 4 times, 5 times. But still, it is not that much I could grab from project from the field. We went into field. The project interest was so good, objective was so good, so interesting. But it was like we were doing secondary research, and also it helped me in one way to look into the sectors, like how I took housing elective in my thing. So I took that whole structure to fit into other sectors. So in that way, it helped to look into how this whole infrastructure is happening and how people are coping their own strategies, like that. In UFP, the much thing I grabbed is the social network from here. So it is like in my Loyola College or in Hyderabad University, it is basically for me it's to develop different kinds of social network. I stood in elections in Loyola College and university also I stood in elections, where I came to meet different people from different things. Like they helped me in doing academic work. They also helped me in doing getting certain things from universities. So after coming to UFP, I met different kinds of people from different regions. So it's like building network where if I need something, I can go and ask. It's the one thing that helped me to grow in future, which is like a future thing. And after coming into UFP, I see myself become more sensitive in handling people, because there is different thing. We have been conditioned into certain way, and in gender, in whatever not. But after coming to AFP, it's like help me to break all these structures, to look after myself, to self question myself. From my experience till now through the journey, what I learned is you have to fight whatever the thing is. You have to make space yourself. The thing is, we have a small space or large space. At least we have a space somewhere. So if we get that space, what we are going to in that space, how we are going to use that space for your own thing and for your community people. If you are engaged into communities, so use this space more. Be politically aware. Question them. Question whoever it may be. It's all that fight.